Yesterday, we talked about just simple interest, basically. Okay, simple growth and decay. We talked about 1 plus our rate, 1 minus our rate raised to the power. Okay, just very simple. Okay, now we're going to talk about something called compound interest. Okay, if I see your green worksheets out while I am talking about notes, I will confiscate them and you will not get credit for your correction. Right. Okay. So this formula right here helps us to figure out what our amount is after a certain number of things happen. Okay. So P is what we call our principal. In money, that's another way of saying that's how much we start with, our initial value. Okay. What are you doing out of your seat?
No. No. That could have helped me had one.
Henry, please do not throw pencils.
I would live in a
Okay. What do you think R stands for? Respect. It does need to be a decimal. Okay. You're going to see the word annual, an annual rate. Okay. The rate stays the same for the whole time, the whole year. Okay. We do have to change it to a decimal. Otherwise, you're going to get some crazy things happening. Okay. What do you think T stands for? It is important to note that the time does stand for specifically years. So if they give it to you in months, we have to convert it to years.
What if it's in weeks?
Then you convert it to years.
It's like 0.5.
Okay. And like none of this differs from what we had yesterday. Really, yesterday, if we don't have the N, this is what we had yesterday. Okay. But today we have this N. It means the number of times compounded per year. So how many times are we refiguring our interest? Okay. Is it yearly? That would be 1. Is it monthly? That would be 12. Is it quarterly? That would be 4.
A quarter of a year.
How many quarters are in a year?
3. How many quarters?
How many quarters are in a dollar?
Oh. I'm sorry, I was thinking a quarter of a year.
Yes, there's 4 quarters in a whole. Yes. Yeah, do you have a pass? So what we need to do is we need to identify these things and then calculate what we need to calculate. Okay? So read through example 1. Shut up is not allowed in my classroom.
Do it. Lock it, put it in your pocket.
Brooks, what is 12,000 telling us? Okay, so 12,000 is our P. I'm going to put a P above it. Okay. Noah,
Yeah.
9%. What is that telling us? Is the rate 9? I'm asking Noah.
Question.
Okay, so R is 0.09. We want to find the balance after 5 years. What does that give us? T. Nope. N is something different.
Quarterly compound.
Compounded quarterly, which tells us that N is what? Quarterly means 4. There's 4 quarters in a whole. Okay. So we're going to take this fun little formula and we are going to say Y equals P times 1 plus R over N raised to the N T. Please do not get ahead of me. I want to help you with your calculators. Yes.
Why did you?
Because 20 times in the 4 years, we're refiguring what the interest we have made. Okay.
Oh.
And we're splitting the rate up 4 times to account for those 4 different chunks. Okay. So first of all, you guys, do we know what 4 times 5 is? Okay, so I'm going to go and say, all right, I know that this is 20. Okay. What I want you to do in your calculators, please do not work ahead of me. In your calculators, could you please put in 1 plus 0.09 divided by 4. So you're literally putting in your calculator 1 plus 0.09 divided by 4. And keep it there, just keep it there. Is it an ugly decimal?
Yeah.
It's an ugly decimal. Okay? After you hit enter, then put the caret to the 20th and it'll take that number and raise it to the 20th. Do that. No. Hit enter. Gotta hit enter first. Then hit caret 20. Okay, you should get like 1.56, blah, blah, blah. Keep it there. And what do we need to do with that? Then multiply to 12,000. You should be getting 18,726.11. If you are struggling with that in your calculator, please let me know so I can. Okay. Did everybody get that on the calculator? Get that here. So we get that number here. Yes. We got it here?
Yes.
Okay, so let's come down to this example 2. In example 2, what is P? 20,000. What's our rate?
4.05.
0.045.
No. 4.5. 4.05.
So move the decimal place twice to convert it to a decimal. Mistakes happen. Okay. What goes here? What's N?
12.
Okay, compounded monthly means that N is 12. So right here, we're gonna put 12, which means also up here, we put 12 times the number of years, which is 7. Okay, now before we get too into it with our calculator, what is 12 times 7? Ooh, okay. See if you can get the right answer without me having to walk you through it. Here's the right answer.
We have to round. I'm doing so much.
So is it 0, 4, 5? So yeah.
You don't gotta slide there going.
Get it? Jacob, you got that?
Okay. Okay, $27,389.05. So you're saying after 7 years, we made $7,000. Not so bad. What do you think will happen if I make this compounded number bigger?
It's gonna smaller.
Oh, no. No, it's gonna lose
It's gonna
value.
lose value.
Wait, no, it's gonna be bigger because it's a decimal.
So this decimal is gonna be smaller, but it's gonna have a larger exponent, okay? The more times you compound, the more interest you make. Okay? All right, let's go down to example 3. We have, what's our p-value? What's R? 0.06. Compounded weekly,
Oh, wait, never mind.
52.
52. 52 times 36?
No, it's only 2.
Or like 4. No, 3. It's 3.
How many years?
3.
36 months means T is 3. That's 3 years. Okay, can somebody tell me what 52 times 3 is?
156.
Thanks. Okay, see if you can get 3,591. Got it? Got it? $3,591.20.
25. Yeah, that. That's 3, 5, 9, 1. That's 28.
Yeah, I got 28. No,
Actually, right now.
yes, you know.
We learned those back in 3rd grade. Let me redo it in my calculator. It's possible I wrote it down now. Let me look.
No, you took. Yeah, it's so weird. Guys, I think she does this one.
We're trying to think about it.
It is 2/8.
Or yeah.
Sorry. Okay.